Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Now, the next topic is sources of farm power. Sources of farm power. Now, you should know that on the farm, we go to work. We need power to work. What is power? In physics, power is defined as the rate at which work is done. Rate at which work is done. And it's measured in watts. If you want to make the work, that means power equals to work done over time. Rate at which work is done. Work done over time. You want to make work done the subject of the formula, then work done equals to power times time. Work done equals to power times time, and it's measured in joules. Work is measured in joules. Now, on the farm, we work on the farm. We spend or expend power to cover a period of time. Then we say we have work. If you go to farm and you don't work, you don't expend your power, you don't work. So to work, we must make use of power for a length of time. How do we get the power that we use on the farm to work? That takes us to sources of farm power. Sources of farm power. There are about 7 sources of farm power. This includes, number 1, you have human power. Human power. Animal power. Mechanical power. Electrical power. Solar power. Water power. Or wind force. Wind power. Water power. And biogas. Eight sources of farm power: human power, animal power, mechanical, electrical, solar, wind, water, and biogas. We'll be studying each of these power, sources of farm power, with their many and their advantages and disadvantages. Now, human power. This involves the use of human fitness to work on the farm. This is common on a subsistence farming. The peasant farmers depend majorly on their physical fitness to work on the farm. Now, what are the advantages of human power? Human power happens to be the oldest source of farm power. The advantage includes: 1, man has intelligence to do the work. Man has intelligence to control his work. 2, human power is required to control other sources of farm power. 3, human power is readily available and is easily controlled. Human power is readily available and is easily controlled. But man has a lot of disadvantages. Number 1, the output of man is low compared to that of machines and animals. Number 2, man cannot work for long hours due to fatigue, boredom, or tiredness. 3, man is always exposed to hazards on the farm. 4, the output of man power depends on prevailing weather conditions. If the weather is cold, output of man power will be very low. Now, that's human power. Animal power. This involves the use of animals to work on the farm. We have 2 types of animals. We have the yoked animal. Then we have the beast of burden. Yoked animals are also called worked animals. E.g., you have animals like bull, oxen. Now, animal power. We use animals on the farm in 2 ways. We can use them to pull implement. We can also use them to carry load. When they are used to carry load, they are called beasts of burden. Examples of animals that are used to carry load include donkeys and camels. Donkeys and camels. They are used to carry load. Example of animals that are used to pull implement, they are strong, and they are bulls and oxen. Now, what is the element of animal power? Number 1, animal power, they are less demanding on the farm. They don't talk, they don't make demands, they don't complain. they just continue to work. The annual power is required in pulling farm implements. Annual power is required in pulling farm implements. Annual power is also stronger than human power, and they have bigger or larger output. Animals have larger output. Animals can endure than man. The advantage of animal power is that these animals are very scarce. They are located to CC-fly-free zone of northern part of the country. Scarcity of the required animals. The animals are expensive to maintain. It's expensive to maintain the animals. You have to pay the veterinary doctor. You have to feed them with special feed. It's expensive to maintain the animals. Sometimes these animals also may break down due to fatigue. They are not easily fatigued, but they may break down. They may be sick. Those are the advantages of the farm animals. The third one is mechanical power. This involves the use of machines on the farm. Involves the use of machines and implements. Advantage is that it saves time, it saves energy, work is completed within a short period of time. It encourages specialists of labor. It's an advantage of the farm machines. But disadvantages is that it displaces labor. It causes environmental pollution, causes compaction of the soil, as I've studied earlier. Then the fifth one is solar power. No, electrical power. This is the use of the power for electricity on the farm, such as lightings, the light of farmhouse, the operation of machines. You can use electricity to operate the machines, the various machines, grinders, shellers, incubators. We use the electricity to operate them. But it has a lot of disadvantages. Number one, reckless handling of electrical gadgets could result in electrocution, the killing and death of animals or man due to electrical hazards. Then a little power failure in one section of the farm can paralyze the operations on the farm. That's the advantage of electrical power. Then electrical power is not supplied smoothly in a place like Nigeria. Next is solar power. Solar power is energy from the sun. Solar power is energy from the sun, which the crops need for photosynthesis. But in man can use it for dry or farm produce. And then it can be converted to electrical power through the use of solar panels. It has advantages. Number one, solar power is supplied free of charge. Nobody pays for it. Number two, it cannot be overloaded. 1 million people, the whole people in the country or world can be using solar power at the same time. It can never be overloaded. Number three is that it can be used for drying of farm produce and other useful activities of the farm. But it has disadvantages because number one, it cannot be regulated to suit one's purpose. You cannot regulate solar power. When supplied in a very intense way, you cannot reduce it. And when it is poorly supplied, you cannot increase it. Number two disadvantage is that it is supplied intermittently. It's supplied at interval. Solar power is not available at night. It's only available in the day. Another disadvantage is that it's very expensive to harness, to trap solar energy into electrical forms. It's expensive. Now let's go to wind power. Wind is air in motion. Wind can be used to do a lot of things on the farm. Number one, wind is used for winnowing, process of separating grains from chaff. When you toss the wind, the chaff fall off. That is a winnowing. Wind can also be used for drying of farm produce. For example, under processing of rice, we use wind. We call it air drying. We use wind to dry it. Wind can also be used. It's used in pollination in plants. Wind can be converted to electricity. Wind vane, windmill. But it has some limitations also. Or advantages is the supply free of charge. But disadvantage is that one, wind power cannot be regulated to suit one's purpose. Number two, it cannot be predicted. Wind power can be predicted. Sometimes it comes heavily, sometimes it comes slowly. Next, it can be disastrous. Wind can blow heavily and create problems on the farm. Then the water power. Water is useful on the farm for irrigation and for other activities. Then besides, the water can be used to generate electricity, like it's done in Kaji Dam. It can be used to power the equipment on the farm. Then we have biogas. Biogas is a system whereby the farmer makes use of animal waste, the dung and the poop of the animal, excrement of animal, can be now mixed with certain chemical and then compressed together to release gases. The gases can now, which is called biogas, cannot be used to power the equipment on the farm. I hope you understand the class. Questions will pop up on you. Make effort to attempt them. Should you have difficulty answering them, don't hesitate to reconsider your video. God bless you.